Sports. And we're going to look here at rookie Matt Corral, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Panthers and the Buccaneers, next on Madden Football.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. To the air right away is Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back in the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time. Under pressure, they got him again. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 26. Corral with it, first down here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Gritty Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, he's got Otten. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Folk's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game is that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Throwing now is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Brady to throw again. Finding Otten once more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have retaken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
On third down, Corral.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Going for it on fourth down, Corral.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To try again after the sack. Brady.
This one taken in by Otten.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cade Otten
from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And Cade Otten capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
Sitting right around the midpoint of this.
for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some room to work. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Again, it's Fournette.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the gut, Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Only 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brady going to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones from 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
DK Metcalf.
1 play, 75 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Corral throwing for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Tom Brady and the Bucs set to go back to work. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
from the gun, it's Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward. I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard 2nd quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot, start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the 2nd quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room.
2nd and 10, Corral again.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 65 yards.
Here's Corral.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
To the air again with Corral.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Alec Pierce.
A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys have now moved out in front.
Corral throwing for it.
It's caught at the 1. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play.
Touchdown! Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Buccaneers have yet again retaken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 2. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. 2nd quarter down on the scoreboard, you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking to get him even more in the mix this go around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, Corral. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there, and boy, it was pretty.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. There he goes, right side. 20. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, 75 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's Corral on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 81 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 41, Brady. Man open, here is Jones. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And we'll get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
Corral with it, first down here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Brady. This is caught by Evans. 30, 10, 5, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running, on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 27. Corral with it on first down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. First down. Here's Corral with it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. After the sack on first down, Corral. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On first down, it's Corral. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Ken Walker punching it in from a yard away as they have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 25 yards. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Corral. Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now Brady, caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. And so far, solid, and we're still in the 3rd quarter. There's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on. We'll try to make it more here in this round. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And we're back now in Charlotte. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Corral to throw once again. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
And how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Corral, another throw on 2nd down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Here's Corral on 1st down. And he's got Pierce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Another try after the 1st down sack. Corral to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Corral on first down. That one finds Pierce right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Corral looking to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 45 yards. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Oh boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Fournette, a 1st down carry. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Fournette again. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Fournette. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Corral. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That caught by Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Corral now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To the air again. Here's Corral. And incomplete on a deep ball. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Corral. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Corral. Touchdown! DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Corral throwing for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Corral. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Corral to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bucs, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.